Dear friends, today we're here to explore one of the most iconic landmarks of Roman history, the Colosseum. This magnificent structure is admired not only for its architecture, but also for its fascinating history of grand spectacles that have captivated people for centuries. The Colosseum has appeared in films, video games, and on countless objects, from Olympic medals to pizza boxes. Every year, millions of tourists visit its remains, standing in awe of the splendor it once held. Yet despite its worldwide fame, many mysteries still surround this ancient amphitheater. One of the most intriguing questions is whether naval battles, Naumachia, were ever staged inside it. These were among the most extravagant and brutal displays of Roman power. Emperor Claudius, for instance, hosted a Naumachia on Lake Fucine with 100 ships and 19,000 combatants, prisoners fighting to the death. Augustus also organized such events, building a massive basin for the occasion. It's said that both Titus and Domitian, who completed the Colosseum, may have held naval battles there. The poet Martial wrote vividly about the beauty of the inaugural games in 80 CE, describing how waves replaced solid ground. Still, many scholars doubt that a full-scale Naumachia could have been held inside the Colosseum due to space constraints and infrastructure. The water systems, meant to supply fountains, likely weren't capable of filling an artificial lake quickly. Additionally, the underground passages would have complicated the draining process. Some experts believe historical sources may be mistaken or misinterpreted. Yet others argue that such battles were indeed possible. They suggest the original structure had a simple tunnel system beneath a wooden floor that could be removed for the show. The waterproofing of the hypogeum hints that flooding was foreseen. However, drainage systems seem designed only for rainwater, not the millions of liters needed for a Naumachia. In the end, the Colosseum remains a powerful symbol of Roman ingenuity and spectacle, but questions linger about its most extravagant uses. Its story reminds us how the ancient world continues to fascinate and inspire us today. Thank you for your attention. Mysteries of the Colosseum. Unless new evidence is discovered, we may never know for sure whether naval battles were truly staged there. Just one of many unsolved mysteries of this iconic monument. Did emperors have a secret entrance? There are features of the Colosseum still unexplained. For example, Commodus's Cryptoporticus, a tunnel linking to the imperial palace, may have been used by the emperor for private access, or perhaps to transport statues to the arena. But since only a small portion has been excavated, we can't be certain. How were the awnings raised? The Colosseum structure also raises questions. It's believed that the stone bollards surrounding it were anchor points for the massive canvas awnings that shielded spectators from the sun. These were held up by tall wooden poles and a web of ropes. Yet the exact workings of this system remain unclear, especially how it avoided disrupting the movement of the crowd. Bollards as crowd control? It's likely these bollards also served to guide visitors toward the 76 public entrances where tickets were checked. What did the Romans call the Colosseum? Even the name is uncertain. To Romans, it was simply known as the Amphitheatrum, the amphitheater. The name Colosseum may have derived from a giant statue of Nero, later reimagined as the sun god, which once stood nearby. By the 10th century, the name had shifted to the arena itself. Still, it's possible that the term Colosseum had long been associated with the building, even before the empire fell. How many spectators could it hold? There's no clear consensus. An ancient source from the 4th century mentions 87,000 seats, loci, though that number seems unlikely. The Colosseum had 45 to 50 rows of stone seating with wooden bleachers above, the Manianum Summum. Some estimates suggest it held 40,000 to 45,000 people. Others propose as many as 70,000, depending on reconstruction models. All original seating was destroyed in the Middle Ages, and the version we see today is a 20th century restoration. Some scholars believe the figure of 87,000 may refer to Roman feet rather than people, But this too remains speculation. In summary, the Colosseum continues to amaze us as a monument of ancient Roman greatness. From its unknown capacity and name origins to the debated purposes of its structures, every element invites further research and wonder. Even after centuries, this extraordinary amphitheater continues to inspire curiosity and admiration. As we keep learning more about this legendary site, it's vital to stay curious and eager to explore. The Colosseum is not just a relic of the past, it's a wellspring of insight and inspiration for generations to come. Thank you for your attention. I hope this journey into the Colosseum has sparked your interest in history and in the mysteries that still surround us.